It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. The heart of Massachusetts should be freedom, justice, and liberty. Freedom led pilgrims to Plymouth Bay. Salem trials had justice too late. The sons of liberty spilled the tea, and then the redcoats spilled their blood. The shot heard around the world rang out from the Bay State. Boston strong and ready to defend. It's where revolution started and ends. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. Quincy Market, Freedom Trail, Charles River, Boston Harbor, Bunker Hill, Griffin Wharf, Fenway Park, Omar Charge. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day.
Got to do that. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing this morning? I hope everyone's well. Just trying to read the chat here and get caught up. I hope everyone had a wonderful night. It was I can't. My day progressively got better after yesterday morning. So I went and spent some quality time with a close friend, and we're missing something here. You know how, and this is just an example, right? And I'm just throwing this out there. You know how there was a fire in New Bedford and 9 people lost their lives and a bunch of people got displaced, stuff like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. We should have been like I should have drove my rear end to New Bedford in Fall River. I'm sorry. Mary, you're right. It was Fall River. Allie, yep. Correct. Ladies, thank you. That facility in Fall River, you know, I should have went down there and seen if anyone there needed anything. Clothes, blankets, slippers. I, I don't know, you know, and I missed it. That was an opportunity that we could have went and done some good, you know. And I'm not talking about like fanfare, blah 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 blah. But like if I went down there, right? Even if I did members only, and I went down there and seeing if anyone needed anything, even how about a cell phone? What if these people like they lost their cell phones with the fire? You get bailing, you're not grabbing your phone. Some of these people, they're lucky to even get out, but they still need phones. Walmart, $40 prepaid phone. Here you go. Stuff like that. You know, you need to make a phone call. Some of these people to tell your family you're all right. That's something that I wish I had seen that, and I think we could have done a lot of good in that one little tragedy. So that's just a thought, you know. I know the state can go in and stuff like that, but if we can go, I'm just thinking if we could go down there and just do something, you know what I mean? Either way. Wow. Okay, so I can do that. How do I get rid of this? All right. So let me do this. Copy. Donkey, where are you? I just seen you, my friend. Where are you? I'm looking for my. There you are. Can I send you a message this way? I can't. Why won't it let me? Can somebody get him a link? I don't have. I'm trying to send him a message to get him the link. I can't. It doesn't let me. All right. So while someone's getting Donkey a link, if they can, let's pop open some Twitter. You want to look at Twitter real quick? Let me share the screen. Twitter. Boom. Here we go. Home. Oh boy. All right. This is not Haley Walbrook. What's that you say at Dr. Turtleboy? It turns out when I was writing about Sean the Golf, he texted me this. So this is from Sean to Haley. You wouldn't have a single follower if it wasn't for that dedicated team of volunteers who devoted their time and energy to you. Once you fucked them over, it wasn't hard to figure out what a piece of shit you are, and that I would find all kinds of material on you. You're one of those people that wouldn't come back from the field due to a fragging incident. Nothing worse than a traitor to your own people. You must know a lot about me. Looks like you got played. Daggers locked and loaded. Okay. If this is what Sean wrote to Haley, he probably shouldn't have written that, because that's not true. I know he's got help, but that boy does a lot of work himself. Like he busts his butt doing the research and stuff like that. Once you fucked him over, I don't think he screwed anybody over, but I don't know that. Wasn't how to figure out. Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Sean, but Haley's like twice the man. Sorry, dude. He just is. Yeah, he's one of those people that wouldn't let the fragging incident happen to begin with. The freaking Oh, what's this? Absolute proof Kelly Dever had a perfect view of the Sallyport monitors. I wish I found this yesterday. Oh, let's watch the microdots. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Yep. All right, check this out.
I said that earlier. I don't remember him coming in, or just did I see him on the cameras walking down the hallway? We have I think we have 7 or 8 monitors in front of me that I'm able to watch people around our building.
So it could be that you just area.
I said that earlier. I don't remember him coming in, or just did I see him on the cameras walking down the hallway? We have I think we have 7 or 8 monitors in front of me that I'm able to watch people around our building.
So it could be that you just.
Okay, nice. Right? Real nice. 7, 8, and she didn't see nothing. Great cop she is. Isn't she great? Kelly Diva. Ugh. Oh, remember Fraggle Rock? Oh, you're killing me. Oh my God. You're gonna make me play that, aren't you? Kill him. Oh my God. I don't believe I'm doing this. Oh my God. I am so old. Kidding me, right? can't. Sorry. I'm getting old here, guys. Remember that? Oh my word! Bet you never had that in your bingo card today. Fraggle Rock. Oh, we're all getting old. Fraggles. Remember that? We're Mike. We're blessed. Mikey, we're blessed over here, bud. We have the best people. I mean, we lived in the best time. These kids nowadays, they have none of that. They got none of it. Oh my God. I watched it this morning, watched this 3 times. Where is it? I gotta go to, was it Twitter? Hold on, guys. Oh man. Wait till you see this. I gotta find this. Hold on. This is good. Cut. Boston. Hold on. I saw it this morning. Come on. Where is it? Oh my God. I thought it was one of the coolest things, and I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find it right now. PBS. Video. Come on. I watched it this morning and I should have sent it to myself. I didn't. Damn it. Hold on. Nope. Come on. Is this one it? Oh my word. You know what? I'm going to do this one instead. Yeah. Oh my God. All right. You guys are going to kill me for this one. You're sitting down, obviously. So this is going to hurt.
You have a good day today, friends. I did.
I had a Superman day.
You had a Superman day. Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Spider-Man day.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Well, you know what? Wait. You know what
Remember
time
the
it is?
mirror?
It's time for me to see the friends at home in the magic mirror. Romper bumper, stomper boo. Tell me, do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play? All my friends had fun today. I see David's having a special day today, and Olivia Joy had a special day on Sunday. And I see Robin had a special day yesterday, and Dana's having a special day today, and so is Reginald and Edward John and Margaret. And I see Justin and Megan and Courtney and
All right. Stop that. Do you guys remember that? Remember Zoom? Yeah, remember Zoom? They used to do that thing with their arms. I don't know. It was something. Are we dating ourselves? Is that what this is? Oh my God, Perth, Australia. Really? I would absolutely love. I guess it's hot down there, but I'd love to go to Australia. I some of the most beautiful stuff I've ever seen out there. I'd go metal detecting though. I'm a metal detecting guy. I'd look for gold. Lots of gold down there. Wow. I'm actually very blown away that this is all the way in Australia. I never thought it would be out of Massachusetts, to be honest with you. And look at us now, all over the world. Oh, you want the captain? Cap, I can do that. Captain. Oh my God. Singapore? OnlyFans in Singapore? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Huh. Captain Kangaroo. So I was looking for a video. I watched it this morning. Let me do one more search here. Somebody was using their head. Let me just type this in first. It was only like a 15-second clip too. It was just real quick. So what it was is the outside of the PBS building, right? In Boston, because PBS is in Boston. On the outside, it's corrugated, and then with vinyl like letters, they labeled it. It's the opening. And it's the it's the opening of it, the song.
Come on and move your.
All right. Hey guys, we got a guest here. Boom. Hey, good morning.
Morning.
What's up, bud?
Not much.
Do you remember
Maybe.
all this stuff that we're going back in time over?
Yes, I do. And I don't like it. Remember Reading Rainbow?
Nope, I don't remember that.
Reading Rainbow was a black guy doing just basically reading
Oh, I
stories
do.
out of a book and
Yes,
stuff like that.
absolutely. I remember him. Yes, I
He
do
says,
remember
take
that.
a look inside a book of Reading
Oh,
Rainbow. Yeah,
I'm so old. We're old.
we're getting there.
What was the other one?
We got Sesame Street. We got all the cartoons.
They had some good stuff too.
He-Man. Um, damn, Inspector Gadget.
Junction, what's your function?
Hooking up words and phrases and clauses.
Conjunction, how's that function?
I got 3 favorite cars that get most of my job done.
All right, we'll stop that.
Enough of that shit. Jesus.
Woo! So, listen, did you hear about the juror who was in the grand jury leaking
Yeah,
stuff?
I was reading some of that the other day. I didn't get to watch Turtle Boys live last night.
I
Just
made
had
it,
a lot
made it
stuff
like
going
the
on.
first 30 minutes, and then that's a blur.
I watched Medley Little. Yeah, I watched Little last night, and she went over everything. And the only people that are reporting stating that it's part of Karen Reed's case is the news media,
Correct.
and
And I think
Krusty, of course, is trying to point the direction towards. But there's nothing in the documents or the charging documents or anything that as, U.S. attorney or anything is stating what case this has to do with.
I think the only correlation is that she was on the grand jury during the time the Karen Reed trial was going on. Like she would have been sitting on the grand jury amongst the Karen Reed trial timeline. I think that's
The
only
dates do
thing.
kind of line up. Yes, they do
But
kind of line up.
they're not
know-
saying that this is about the Karen Reed trial itself.
Roger.
It was about the CDL nonsense in the trooper that was get caught doing that.
Oh, that's what it was about then?
Yeah.
Because
Nothing.
so many assumptions were going out. If this lady was sitting on the trial,
United
she
Kingdom.
leaked out some information, then how did anybody get her name? So it was a lot.
It's real easy. What happened was the lady that was on the grand jury told her girlfriend, and her girlfriend goes on the Facebook and makes a post. Wait till you see what happens tomorrow with the CDL shit. And the feds are like, whoa, because it's just so
I
they
did see
that lady looked at her phone, said, "Oh, this lady's on the grand jury. You know her? Yeah, it's my best friend." So it's got zero impact or zero bearing on anything. So but again, people want to make it what they want to, and they're trying to make connections that just aren't there.
But yeah, and like I said, I don't truly know the whole thing on, we can piece things together,
But you ready for this? But the bigger picture is what I want to talk about. Somebody on the grand jury leaked out or said something to their friend. The grand jury is like the most sacrilegious thing other than a female's bedroom. Like that is, they determine whether you go to get arrested and get charged.
Roger.
Like, it's a serious type of a thing. And you're going to have someone saying leak it out?
Yeah, because it was under seal.
Right.
That whole situation was under seal.
The whole grand jury's under seal. It's what the reason for the grand jury. Secret.
Roger.
Real quick, Joey Kane, thank you so much for the gift and the memberships. Wow. This is great.
Thank you, Joey.
Joey. United Kingdom's here too. Wow. All over. I like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm actually shocked that somebody that took the responsibility of sitting on a grand jury is then gonna go and leak it out. I mean, that just doesn't sit right with me.
Of course, I got a cat puking now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Damn animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot going on yesterday. I got certain somebody coming to my house in the next couple of weeks for hospice.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm not going to I won't bring my other part of my life into this whole situation. I keep everything away. So
my mom went through hospice, so I get it.
Yeah. So this is it was
You
pretty
you're gonna be
just
okay.
helping out.
Do you
No,
need
I'm good.
it?
I'm good. No, yeah,
Sure.
we're good. Yeah, yeah. Just got to rearrange life, you know.
It's that's why they call it life.
Yeah,
It's just whatever. And the best thing is, dude, you're just a passenger.
on this one, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're
I,
just a
on this one,
passenger.
I got to be supportive on this one, you know, and it's like and I was telling this other person, I was like, I've been through a lot, you know, throughout the military. You lose some, you know, you actually lose some friends along the way,
Yeah.
and it's either they passed away tragically, or they get shipped off to another base, and it's like in the military, you train with these people, you get to know these people, you know,
Yes.
like
You're close.
they are your brothers and sisters.
How big of a
So
class was it, would you say? Was it a class of 10, a class of 40?
for
Was
what's
it
that, sir?
like your group when you go through training and stuff like that? How big is
So
your
through
class?
basic training, your group will probably consist of like maybe no more than 50.
So that's
Um,
close.
and
So
that's
you
just on
know
the
everybody.
male side, and then the females are in a different area, and
Yep.
that usually consists of 52. So they try to push in as much as they can. Um, and then you do what you know, and then you got like four, usually about four drill instructors, and then and then out of that four, you got one head boss, you know, the
Yep.
main drill instructor, and then everybody else, you know, falls underneath, and then they do, and everybody's got their assignments. They know what they got to do already. So
Um, listen, real quick. One of our mods does hospice. So if you need anything or have any questions like that, I can hook you up with her. She's just one of the most amazing people that all my mods are just stellar. I can't
yeah,
say enough about them. But I know one of them does hospice. So
yeah,
if
my grandparents
you
went through the
need,
same deal too, you know, with
yeah,
hospice, and the thing is like, if you do hospice in another location, either a hospital or a building, then it costs a lot of money. So when you do hospice at home, it's
yeah,
covered by their insurance company. So,
yeah,
but it sucks, you know. It's just like I
yeah,
said, it's
it
all part of
does.
life.
It you got to go through that whole thing that you don't want to go through, and you avoid it, and you avoid it, and you avoid it until you don't have a choice.
Yeah, it
So
really is. So, and but yeah, that's just part of life, you know.
no, they say that they can't give you. You can always handle what they give you. You know, they'll never give you more than you can't handle. So
Yeah. Well, you come to a point in your life where life stops giving to you and starts taking away from you, you know, and it's just reality, and it gets you prepared. So one day when your parents do go, so like when your grandparents pass away, you know,
yep,
even though you're not living with them every single day, it still hurts because you were raised also by your grandparents in some sport, sort of speaking. So it kind of, you will never be prepared for that death, but it just shows you that this is part of life, you know. And I was talking to the other person, and I was saying, you know, like you just gotta accept it. You know, you're gonna cry, you're gonna get mad. You know, you just once you accept it, and it's okay to be mad. It's okay to cry. It's just part of life, you know. And with me, I guess I was training, and I can deal with it just a little bit better than other people. It sucks, yes,
yep,
and I'll have my time and my moments. And this person, you know, was, you know, a better mother to me than my own mom was. You get what I'm saying? So,
yeah, yeah. No, people
but
take a liking to you and stuff.
yeah, so I mean, it's just like I said, it's all part of life, and it sucks. I hate it.
The
Some
strong
people go, some people go young, some people go, you know, a little
right.
later in life, you know.
The most amazing thing I ever saw. Um, I worked at a hospital, and I was in the room with a priest and his like handler when he died, and this guy, the priest,
Hmm.
was like bring me, like I'm ready, like come on, what are you waiting for? He not that he wanted to die, but he had such faith that he
Hmm.
was going to heaven. Like He couldn't wait. He was excited.
Mhm.
That's faith and love that I can't explain it to you, but I could see it, I could feel it, and that kind of changed my life, my thought on just on how it happens.
Who?
But
What's
yeah,
his name? Phil Robinson from Duck Dynasty, the guys that make the.
yes,
He recently passed away too,
morning,
and
Michelle.
everybody was sad, but he made it more. This is just part of the journey. The journey's beginning, you know.
Yeah,
And he unexpectedly died a little bit early due to other issues, but he kind of made me see things a little bit differently too, you know. Even though I've seen a lot in my life, but yeah,
think
but
of the people that come along the way. This journey, people pop in and out of your life. Some people stay in your life, but other
yeah,
ones pop in, pop out, pop in. It's just think of the
and
people that he knew, right? And the power that he knew and had, and he couldn't control it or have any say in it because we're all just along for the ride.
that's it. Yeah, we're on a time clock, so and
Yeah.
eventually one day it happens. But
And
yeah,
again,
and
that's why I try and help and try and do the right thing every day. I wake up, it's a whole new chance to start over. Here we go, right?
well, I always tell my kids it's not always about you. It's about the things that you accomplish and the people you help along the way.
Yep.
And I'm big on helping too. I probably do it too much, but I'm big on helping people. I've done a lot of stupid crap in my life, and a
I
lot
know.
of nothing stupid like bad, but just being a human being,
Yep.
and I lost myself a lot after going to Iraq. It wasn't me anymore.
Yep.
So, and along the way, you kind of find yourself, you do stupid crap along the way, and now I've always been a helpful person since I was a little kid, and now I'm just trying to do the best I can now to
Yeah.
try to wash the
Make
stains.
up for the stuff in the back. You try and
Right.
over. Yeah. Hey,
Trying
listen,
to.
dude, don't worry about the last perfect person they hung on a cross. So no one's perfect, but we got to
No.
go through what we go through to get where we're at. I wouldn't want to go through what I went through before, but I would to get where I'm at.
Everything we do in life has put us where we're at.
Yeah.
The experience is all about experience.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't change much of any a couple small little things here and there, but no, I'm happy with who I am and where I am,
good.
you know?
So
And
what we got to talk about today?
I don't know. That thing the
Let's talk about cats with Down syndrome. It's a bad thing.
how about dogs with Tourette's?
But they bark all the time or they just shit all the time.
Ah! What about let's look at some microdot stuff. You want to do that?
Yeah, I seen his video the other day when I was working out in the garage
He just does
with
such a
Deaver or
fucking great
Dever.
job. Yeah,
Is it Deaver? Is it Deaver or Dever?
Deaver, I think.
Okay, whatever. I just want to say it wrong.
Kind of like me spelling Colin the wrong way
Yeah,
on purpose.
I listened to that yesterday. I was listening to Glare yesterday, catching up on his stuff. Anytime I'm working in the garage and stuff. So, and I didn't get to listen to Turtle Boy. I'll watch that today. Anytime I figure out the rest of this stupid truck.
All right. So let's tear this apart. This is Microdots, and I'm sure everybody that's here has already subscribed to Microdots because just like
Take a minute. Go over to Microdots, subscribe, show him some support for all the hard work he's doing.
He is an amazing, amazing human being.
Oh yeah.
And before we go anywhere,
Deaver like never, or Dever like never.
What?
Okay, 007. Okay.
What Richie does is Richie puts stuff together for us to watch, and he doesn't do this for like it's not a hit piece or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
We do not encourage or condone anybody going after anybody that's in this video or in
Good.
any video whatsoever. This is just stuff we put together that we now can view. It's not a green light to go attack anybody or send them an email or call them or anything of that sort. Just don't, right? Just don't, no matter how much you hate Julie Nagel, I mean, you can post a meme, but don't call her. Don't go to her work. Oh wait, she doesn't go to work. Just
be respectful, okay?
yeah, just you guys are better than that, and I don't think our people would do that anyway. But I just want to throw that out there because the people will say that we're gonna attack Miss Deaver over this, and that's far from the truth.
The damage. Listen, the damage is already done. That person did it to themselves already.
Exactly. I would never.
And it's blasted all over the news. So, just
it ain't us.
Let the certain entities, the people that we can't talk about in court, and other agencies, let them do their jobs and let karma work. So, Turtle Boy needs her energy. Yes, Turtle Boy.
100%.
And we still need to find justice for Officer John O'Keefe.
Yep. Because, like I asked Mike, I'll ask you, who killed John O'Keefe?
Must be keep ill about the dead, but Sandra's not going anywhere. Yes. I get what you're saying there.
Like
Leanne.
Yeah. Absolutely right on the money with Leanne. And we just did a fundraiser for him too. And then someone else they raised $15,000 in like a couple hours for the guy.
If they're gonna drag this out the way they're gonna drag it out.
Of course they will. It's the only thing.
They're gonna
I know.
They don't got a case, but they just want to drag it out to it just to hurt them. Just to hurt Turtle Boy, just to hurt Karen. It was just to drag it out to put them through stress. That's all it was.
Has anyone organized a standout for Aiden? Well, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. But where can we do it? We got to think of a really good place.
Well, that's a conversation, and
it sucks we can't go to the State House, right? I mean, we can, but getting there is half the issue.
No, you don't necessarily go to standout. Let's just do what we used to do for Karen Reed, or Sandra Birchmore, or the others, like just standing in the corner and First Amendment and, putting up signs for stuff like that.
I wonder if we try and get this to go around the world, like virtually, like us, like we did it before with Karen. Remember, we were getting pictures from all around the freaking country and around the world of people with Karen Reed signs.
I cannot see Turtle Boy not being heard in this whole thing. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
When I first started with this case, it was through Glare.
Yep.
No. Was it through Glare?
Probably.
No, DUI man. I was following him.
Larry Foreman.
Yes, Larry. I was following him on the different case that was going down in Florida.
He's my attorney.
Then how he got involved with that. Then I ran into Glare, and then Turtle Boy. So there's, like I said, there's no way that in Ireland or, across the seas that Turtle Boy isn't heard throughout this whole thing, because Karen is Turtle Boy. And Turtle Boy got brought up how many times?
Oh my God! Exactly. Did they not try and meld them two together?
Yeah.
Bad. We can show that he's bad. But they can't. But again,
and then everybody else too. They covered it, and everybody else has mentioned his name too. Even on the anti side, they mention, the grifters. And they posted it out there.
all publicity's good publicity. Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nan's right on the money. Look at this, right?
I know people.
I know two questions of the juror. I'm with my kids now, and there is more to discover with more reporting. Let's wait and see. Oh, I absolutely. I mean, you know what?
I seen a post. I seen a post that Nan put out the other day. I guess she was on LTL Media,
Yep,
and
Brian.
somebody brought up the whole Bukaki thing with Nan, and
Why?
Nan fired back.
Why? Can I say something about that?
About what?
About someone doing that to Nan, saying something to her, that's so childish and
It's a troll.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
The person should be ashamed of themselves because it moves the ball forward. How? It doesn't, except in that person's
Just people being stupid. That's it. They got nothing else better to do.
And it's absolutely not fair to Nan, who absolutely gives us more than we could ever have asked for.
Listen,
Think about
this is how I
blessing
look at it.
and you're gonna disrespect her that way. That just
Roger.
pisses me off, man.
This is
No
how I
need
look
for
at it.
that.
Nan is doing a good job
She's doing a great job.
because she's if people are hating you, then you're doing something right,
But you
especially
know
in
what,
this situation.
dude? She's a guest. She's a
Oh,
freak.
Nan fired them. Oof.
I know she can handle herself.
Ooh.
She's an adult. I know. People don't understand that they're poking the wrong bear. It's not the one. But don't poke her to begin with. You know, if you can't say something nice, don't fucking call. What's wrong with your head, guy? I don't understand that.
Yeah, it's not for me to understand, but hey, that's what trolls do. That's what they're gonna do.
So listen,
Thieves are gonna steal. Killers are gonna kill, and racers are gonna race, and trolls are gonna troll, and they're gonna do whatever they can to get a negative feedback out of you. So that's what they want, and Nan knows how to handle that. So good to go.
but I know she does. But you know what? From all of us that are here,
Mhm.
I absolutely apologize to Nan for that behavior. You don't deserve it, and I'm very, very sorry, and I'm actually embarrassed that someone said that to you. We appreciate all the time that you give us. We appreciate the knowledge you give us, and please don't let that one fucking idiot.
Oh, Nan knows.
So it's really
That's what makes you a gentleman.
I'm
That's
really
what makes
sorry,
you a
man.
gentleman.
You don't deserve
Yeah.
that, and we'll see what we can do about.
Don't mess with my Nan. That's all I gotta say.
It's
Don't
just
mess with my
it's
Nan.
not right. It doesn't, and it's not just Nan. It's to anybody. If you can't say something respectful or say something neutral, don't call. Get out of here. Don't want to hear it. High
It's-
school was 40 years ago, 50, 35 years ago. I don't want to go back. Going forward. Don't want to. I was in the locker rooms. I've heard the shit. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah.
So, Nan, you're welcome. And I'm very sorry that you had to even just hear that idiot. So,
And to be honest with you, if I could have a chance to go back to high school so where I could stop paying bills, I'd do that in a heartbeat.
yeah, even 10 years. If you go back 10 years. Yeah.
So anyways, are we watching?
Yeah. Microdots, my man Richie. So, and again,
Richie?
and it says here, no accusations are being made at all. No parties are considered. Everyone's innocent. Don't contact anybody. So, all right. Did it show up here? Share the screen.
Some guy did it. I'm sorry, Nan.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You don't deserve that, but all right. Here we go. Richie, Microdots.
Richie.
Officer Kelly Dever was sworn in as a Boston police officer not long after Officer John O'Keefe was murdered. It was a major milestone in her career, and at that moment, her future in law enforcement seemed bright. However, she had previously seen something that made her a crucial defense witness in the Karen Reed case, setting off a chain of events that would thrust her into the global spotlight, shatter her credibility, and turn her entire world upside down. Some see her as a victim, caught in a difficult position between powerful forces. Others view her as a liar, undeserving of any sympathy. The question we'll explore today is simple. Should we feel sorry for her,
Kelly Dever, last name D-E-V-E-R.
The first time you were ever interviewed in connection with anything having to do with this case or this investigation related to the death of John O'Keefe was by a separate law enforcement agency, not the Massachusetts State Police, not the Canton Police Department, correct?
Yes.
How long had you known and been familiar with Brian Higgins, say, for instance, by sight, to be able to recognize who he was?
Sometime during 2020 is when I was probably first familiarized with him.
Who's Kenneth Berkowitz?
He was the chief of the Canton Police.
Obviously very familiar with him. He was your boss, correct?
Yes.
Does the dispatch area also have monitors of internal security camera footage?
Why doesn't she want to answer this? Did you see her? Look at her. Did you see her look, everybody? Did you see that little?
know.
It wasn't even an eye roll, right? It was a, oh, you ready? Watch her. Watch her face. This is insane.
Does the dispatch area also have monitors of internal security camera footage?
Oh,
I know there was camera screens, but I don't know if they were on TVs or computers or where in dispatch they were. I don't recollect where they were or how they would be accessed. They were in the room somewhere.
Okay. Yeah.
7 monitors put together. That's
And
three.
and that's a cop. That's a cop right there.
3 monitors. Take the monitor you're looking at now on the computer. 2, 3, 6.
I think Microdats did a video before too on the layout, correct?
Yeah, on the dispatch. It's
Yeah, like kind of a roughing picture of how the layout was, and
Yep.
those monitors are going to be right there next to you. I'm sorry,
that's exactly why they put them there.
and like she stated before, the monitors are there to watch the Sally Port or watch different areas, and because they transport prisoners or anybody that just was arrested. So if anything happens in that Sally Port, they have time to react and so on and so forth. So those monitors are there nearby. But we know what she's doing, you know.
She said she knew Brian Higgins from 2020 by face, without question. That's 5 years ago.
Play it out. Let's see.
When
What
did
else
she
she's
get
doing.
hired? Did she know Brian Higgins before?
Small town. Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
I can't be
From
more
what I
specific.
And
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
how old is she now?
12, 13.
Yeah. No, the chat knows how old she is.
I don't keep up with age. Let me see. I'm bring up the chat because I can't see. 27.
Okay, so 5 years back, she's still a young girl. Still influence, very like you can influence her. New cop.
27.
Yeah.
All right, Remy, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Family, yeah.
Don't remember.
What Officer Dever appears to be doing here is distancing herself from the security monitors. If she claims she can't even remember where they were located, how could she possibly have seen Higgins and Berkowitz on them? The reality, though, is that those monitors were almost certainly positioned within view of the desk, so the officer working there could easily keep an eye on them.
But you do recall seeing that there were monitors that were showing different views of internal security camera footage of Canton PD, correct?
The specifics, no. Were there? Yes.
I don't know what you mean by specifics. I'm asking you, were there monitors that you could look at that showed security camera footage from inside Canton PD, different areas, hallways, corridors, offices, the Sally Port, for instance?
So 2.5 years since I've...
You keep saying 2.5 years later.
So let her finish her answer and then ask a question.
It's been years since I've been in that room. They were somewhere in the room. Where cameras were in the Canton Police Department, I don't recall. The media's provided me information since this case took place, and I can't speak on what's my recollection and what's been media provided. There are cameras. I don't know where on my memory where they are.
So has the media informed you that there were internal security monitors at the dispatch location?
So the objection is sustained. Next question.
Jackson exposes a critical flaw in Deva's story. Her alibi, that relentless media coverage led her to form a false memory, crumbles under scrutiny. While the Sallyport footage has indeed been widely aired, the actual placement of the monitors inside the dispatch center has not. That's a serious problem for Deva. As Jackson points out in his letter, she described these monitors in vivid detail to the FBI, details she's conveniently forgotten, once under oath. Jackson digs deeper into this point.
What do you recall from the dispatch room, as you put it? What do you recall being there in terms of monitors?
I remember there was a computer screen that had information about current calls, and then there was a 911 screen next to that. Those are the two computers that I would have been positioned in front of during this time.
What she's talking about, Donkey, right, is her main screens that are directly in front of her, okay? Directly. She's looking at them. 911 calls come up. The monitors are above her.
Okay.
2 rows of 3.
And in the chat, I hope you understand what Jackson's doing. I know some people do, but Jackson has to lay down a foundation first in order to ask that direct question on what she stated to the FBI. So if you don't know, that's why he keeps on repeating that question, and he has to get that foundation out. And with her not directly answering the question, that's why he keeps on having to ask the same questions. Nobody cares, but your taxpayers paying for an office space against somewhere.
So let me. I'm glad you brought that up. Imagine this. You ready? Imagine if the ATF cut a check to the town of Canton that ended up at another department and ended up in another line item, which ended up being able to be taken out as petty cash, or actually just deposited into somebody's bank account.
I don't know how that works.
The ATF has to have an office, so they hire or they rent out office space. Canton PD, I think, my personal belief, I think Canton and Berkowitz were banging the ATF for office space, and that money was just never put on the books. You know what I'm saying? If it's never put on the books, it can never be tracked.
I feel the reason, this is my opinion alone, why they had an ATF agent there, because ATF is federal.
Right.
And if you think like a criminal, you basically have bought somebody, like in the past where my people get their information from cops. You know, they got the cops in their pockets or federal agents in their pockets. They're paying them. So if something's coming down the pipeline, the ATF agent, because he's federal, would know what's going on. So
Correct.
Criminals can react to it before it becomes bad.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. Like I said, if you think like a criminal.
Correct. And at the same time, right, like the ATF needs an office for Higgins. He's not going to work out of his truck, right? He needs an office.
But normally, ATF agents are, or any, if it was ATF, FBI, so on and so forth, don't they usually post up in the DA's office?
Look at this. This is interesting.
They loan you
They loan you a desk. When you do your arrest, you share the asset forfeiture monies. Whoa, I didn't know that. I thought ATF, like if ATF pops somebody, that's all ATF money. Like I thought that was the hierarchy.
Well, when you get arrested, from this part I do know, when you get arrested, whatever items you have,
yes,
if it's related to drug money, if or items, or if it's anything that was stolen, whatever that you I can't say if you didn't buy it and it was given to you from stolen, or if it's drug money, so on and so forth. The ATF or any law enforcement can seize that property, right?
Yeah.
And they can hold it for a while, and if it goes through court and you're found guilty from stealing whatever, they can take that money and use it. Now, in their books, and this is watching the YSL case up in Georgia. If it's going to be your money, it's got to be stated under seized property, and if it's going to be used, then it's got to be stated what it's used for.
Okay.
So, and that this is watching a different case up in down in Georgia.
But the rules are pretty much, they got to be the same. ATF's ATF, right? So you would think they'd standardize it, right?
Rogers. So it's got to be one standard across the board.
Gotcha. At least, within range, but the premise has got to be the identical, right? You would think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. That's right. Fruits of the crime. Anything fruits of the crime is gone.
Basically, yeah. So it doesn't even matter. It could be a car that you're driving, and if they can find out you bought that with drug money, then it's gone.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Time.
Apologies.
All of the cooperation Dever once showed to federal agents has now turned into open disdain for Alan Jackson and clear frustration at having to testify under oath. For Jackson, her testimony is all the more implausible given that he's read the complete FBI interview transcripts, records that reveal just how much she previously volunteered and in such granular detail. But today, she's reluctant to say anything that may help the defense, almost as if it's a different person completely.
Had you ever been in the Sally Port at Canton PD?
Yes.
What's the Sally Port?
A Sally Port is a garage, essentially.
Okay. You're aware that the Sally Port garage had a camera, a security camera?
It would make sense because that's where we bring prisoners to drop them off.
Well, more than just makes sense. I'm asking you, do you recall that it had cameras that serviced the Sally Port garage? Security cameras.
It's where we brought prisoners, so there would be cameras, yes.
Okay, you're saying there would be cameras. I'm asking you, were there cameras?
According to the media, yes. I've seen the footage, so yes, there were cameras.
Officer Dever dodges giving a straight answer 3 times,
Why?
fully aware that Jackson is steering the questioning into territory she desperately wants to avoid. She implies, almost dismissively, that of course the Sally Port has cameras, but by that logic you'd also expect those cameras to actually function, which we know they did not.
All right, so hold on. So I'm going to strike that, officer. You have to answer the question based on your own independent knowledge. Okay?
She is dreading what she knows is now inevitable. Being limited to answering questions based solely on her own recollections puts her on a direct collision course with revealing her alibi, exposing that she's constructed an entirely false memory, something that she was hoping to avoid getting into if at all possible.
And if you don't have them, tell us. But you can't reference what you know from the media.
All right. There were cameras in the Sally Port.
Thank you.
RVA.
Ms. Dever, do you want to be here today?
I have no relation to this case,
I
so
didn't ask you that. I asked you if you want to be here today.
Objection. This isn't direct.
Hank Brennan objects, stating, "This isn't direct," a small preview of the way he would have handled Michael Proctor if he was called by the defense, and the judge enforces the objection.
So it's your witness.
I understand.
She can, no comments, just questions. Not, I understand that.
Do you want to be here today now?
I am put on the stand in a murder trial. I don't know why I'm here. I have no connection to this case.
You have no idea why you're here?
No.
You've never talked to me. Nobody on the fence seems to talk to me since prior to the first trial. So I don't have any idea why I'm here.
No clue whatsoever, as you sit here, why you might have been called to the stand.
No.
Are you uncomfortable testifying?
No, it's part of my job.
You're a professional police officer, correct?
Correct.
That means you're a professional witness to a certain degree, correct?
In the crimes that I've gone on the stand before,
James, I agree.
yes, I have been.
And you understand the oath?
Yes, I do.
What is that oath?
The oath is to tell the truth.
Did one of the monitors that you looked at, that you had access to at the dispatch area, did it show the video footage or the video feed from the Sallyport garage?
So I already said I don't remember where in dispatch the screen with the cameras was. There was a camera in the Sallyport. So if I'm going to make the assumption, then yes, of course. But now that's an assumption.
I'm not asking you for an assumption now. I'm asking you, did one of the feeds, now we've talked about the camera, the other side of the camera is the feed. Do you recall whether or not there was footage that you could see on a monitor in the dispatch area that showed the Sallyport?
Oh, the horror.
It's so hard.
I'm going to go with yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Like clarification.
How long?
So I don't know what that means. So what do you mean you're going
Yeah,
to go
nobody
with yes?
does.
Is your answer yes?
About the time I agree with Judge.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you.
She carries a gun.
It's like one of your kids, like you just smack him in the back of the head, like just say it.
She carries a gun. If you can't have a conversation with someone and have them answer a question, they shouldn't carry a gun.
But now that's an assumption.
She's a police officer with handcuffs.
What do you get into? You want her to handcuff you?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No, that whole thing does nothing for me. Just no. I
get what you're saying.
Dan, why is she so? What is the big thing? I don't get it. What is the big thing about that? It's well out of her control. She didn't set it up. She doesn't. It's not asking how it operates. Was the screen there? What's the big holdup? Why is she so adamant about not answering this question?
Protection.
From what though? I don't understand. This is not like it's there. It was there before she was hired. It's still there now. It's
Yeah,
not
I get
like she
that.
can do
But
anything
it's just
about it.
she thought she was being slick. Apparently, you can tell she wasn't prepped at all. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's trying to avoid the question the way that she thinks she can. If she was prepped, there's a easier way to do it. If you think like a criminal, there's ways around not answering certain questions. You know, as we've seen in the first trial, I don't recall. Dark Dials, I don't recall.
Right.
So
Right.
how she's doing this is totally stupid, totally dumb. She's just avoiding the damn question. That's all
Right.
it is.
And it's a simple
Now,
question, guy. It's not like she can. It's about the camera screen.
but she has to do the right thing. Remember that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just I find this whole thing just there's something about this, and I don't know why she's really adamant about this one. I can see other questions being,
Adamant about the
off.
screens?
Yeah, but about something that she's got no control over whatsoever.
She don't have control over it, and she knows what Jackson's going with the damn question, and she knows the statement she made to the FBI. So this explains the behavior. She's trying not to
There you go.
make herself.
That's right. She's trying to disconnect herself from her statement that she
Yeah,
gave.
because she don't know what she's doing there, right? She said,
No.
I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what my connection to this case is. I
Right.
don't know.
She's on another
So-
planet, according to her.
Well, she's got a head up her ass. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, she walked into the wrong friggin' room. All right, let's watch this again. By the way, everyone give a good hello to Glock. She's here this morning. Good morning, Miss Dear. Hope you're doing well. Hope my boy's doing good. Hope you had a good night. So it's pretty cool when you get a friend and you get a bonus dog with it. It's pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah?
Oh, I love the dog. I absolutely love my friend's dog. Like, I love that dog. I can't explain it, but that dog is a human. Dog is a human. It's like a pit bull mix, and that boy will love you and love you. He'll protect the hell out of you too. But like, if he loves you, oh, it's over, man. He just comes over and puts his head on you and pat me, nudge me.
I used to have a black lab, and we called him a petting whore because that's all he wanted. So
Yeah,
that was a good
exactly.
dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thing.
great
thing.
dog.
Love him. All right, back to Mrs. Diva.
I'm not asking you for an assumption, ma'am. I'm asking you, did one of the feeds, now we've talked about the camera, the other side of the camera is the feed. Do you recall whether or not there was footage that you could see on a monitor in the dispatch area that showed the Sally port?
I'm going to go with yes.
Okay.
My clarification.
How long?
So I don't know what that means. So what do you mean you're going to go with yes? Is your answer yes?
Yes. Say it.
Yes.
Thank you.
33 fucking seconds to answer a yes question, guy.
I ain't think I could hold my breath any longer.
What time about did you take over the dispatch desk that morning?
Immediately following when the 911 call came in.
Would have been 6-ish in the morning. Does that sound about right?
Sometime I would say towards the later of my shift, but it was the middle of winter and dark out, so I don't know if it was 4, 5, 6.
Understood. But it was still dark out.
Yes.
Once you took over the dispatch desk, did you stay there even past your normal shift ending to support the investigation that was ongoing?
Not to support the investigation. I was just on overtime.
Okay. So you stayed past your normal end time of your shift that day?
Yes, on overtime.
You stayed into the afternoon, correct?
I believe the shift ended at 3:45 p.m. for the Canton Police.
Officer Deva clearly isn't sure what time she left that day. She's provided no evidence of it. She just claimed she believes the shift generally ends at 3:45 for the department. That may well be true, but it doesn't prove that she personally left at that time. She seems to be basing her entire claim about when she left on what time the shift normally ends. Not a very strong foundation to bet her entire credibility on. With so many officers inside the Sallyport when Karen's vehicle arrived, it's entirely plausible she was asked to stay later into the evening to help cover the desk, especially considering it was the day of a snowstorm. Furthermore, if we're to believe she's susceptible to creating false memories, then how can we trust any of her recollections? She's made her word utterly worthless, the equivalent of someone lost in delusion, except in her case, the delusions are embedded in her memories, not in her present reality. The after effects of this story on her career as a police officer is something she clearly didn't consider.
Did you stay past your ending shift time?
For my regular shift, yes, because I was on overtime on the day shift.
Did you observe anything unusual that stood out in your mind that occurred, pardon me, in the Sallyport while you were on that shift?
So we've discussed this previously. I can't make that statement on the stand because I've been provided information released by the defense that it was not a memory, that it was a distorted memory. Therefore, I can't state it because at this point it would be a lie.
This is the exact moment Officer Deva destroyed her own career.
I cannot make that statement that you're wanting me to make on the stand because I've advised that that would be a lie.
Ms. Dever, I've never asked you to make a statement one way or the other on the stand. I'm asking you an open-ended question.
Okay,
Did
so
you,
prior to
let
the
me ask
first...
you a question. Did you observe something in the Sallyport garage on January 29th, 2022 that you found unusual, that stuck out in your mind?
Given factual information that makes it so I know I did not, no.
So the answer is no.
Correct.
Do you remember being interviewed on August 9th, 2023?
I do.
That was by a separate law enforcement agency, correct?
Yes.
2 separate law enforcement agents. Is that right?
Yes.
And you were advised during the course of that interview on August 29th of something, correct?
Can you rephrase
I'm sorry,
that?
August 9th.
So what was I advised of? Can you rephrase that?
Sure. Were you advised that lying to those officers would be a crime?
So it was a willing conversation. I've spoken with their legal team. Because of the fact I was provided factual information that showed a statement of mine was a false memory, it was not a lie. Therefore, I made it in good faith, and I retracted given information that it could not be accurate.
Ms. Dever, did you understand my question?
Yes, I did. You threatened to charge me with perjury during our phone call prior to the first trial if I didn't lie on the stand right now. I'm telling you, I did not see anything. Factually, I've been provided evidence by a timeline that it is not correct.
Ms. Dever, my question was this. Were you advised that it was a crime to lie to those law enforcement agents? Yes or no?
No.
They never told you. They never admonished you that it would be a crime to lie to them? Did they advise you of anything? Any consequences of lying to them?
So we had a willing conversation.
Yes or no?
I don't recall.
Okay, there's your answer.
You don't recall if they advised you of anything?
No, because it wasn't.
As a trained law enforcement agent.
Go ahead and ask a question, but both of you only one at a time, okay?
As a trained law enforcement officer, are you aware that it's a crime to lie to certain other law enforcement agents?
When you have intent to lie, yes.
Okay. So you knew that when you spoke to these law enforcement officers, correct?
Yes.
Did you tell these law enforcement officers that you, in fact, saw Brian Higgins and Chief Berkowitz go into the Sallyport with the SUV? May I finish my question?
You can finish this question. Go ahead.
Did you tell those law enforcement agents on August 9th, 2023, that you saw Brian Higgins and Chief Berkowitz go into the Sallyport together and alone with the SUV for a wildly long time?
Yes.
That was my recollection at the time.
There's a clear pattern with many of the Commonwealth's witnesses in this case. When first interviewed by the FBI, they tell one version of events, driven by fear of federal consequences. But once that fear fades, they change their stories for this venue, where they feel much safer under Judge Cannone and the Commonwealth. That's because perjury charges would have to come from Norfolk DA Michael Morrissey, and he's not about to charge anyone who's bolstered his case. That's likely why so many of their key witnesses have felt free to lie over both trials.
So you did say that?
At the time, that is what I recollected.
Okay.
There's another major flaw in Dever's claim that the media somehow planted this memory in her mind. The Sallyport footage is missing 42 minutes. The clip is only a few minutes long, and it's unclear who is present. It could never have created the impression that Higgins and Berkowitz were doing something for an unusually long time. Furthermore, Higgins doesn't appear in either of the Sallyport videos entered into evidence. But there's an even bigger issue with her alibi that allows us to completely dismiss it on the spot. Dever was interviewed by the FBI on August 9th, 2023, at a time when there was very little media coverage of the case. The Sallyport videos hadn't even been reported on yet, and were unknown even on social media. They wouldn't surface publicly until they were shown during the first trial.
According to the media, yes. I've seen the footage, so yes, there were cameras.
When you perform a Google News search for Sallyport Karen Read up until August 9th, 2023, when she had her FBI interview, there are 0 results. The next place to look to find out what was being discussed online near the end of the summer of 2023 is the center of the Free Current Read universe. Back then, Turtle Boy was discussing things like the rolling rally and standouts happening outside Read's pretrial hearings. Absolutely nothing about Higgins or Berkowitz in the Sallyport at all. So where exactly did she get this false memory from? This seems to prove she manufactured this excuse, not realizing there was nothing she could have seen to create the false memory before she was interviewed. It appears she had no desire to testify against 2 fellow officers, one of them her former boss. Desperate for an escape, she clung to the timeline, convincing herself it had to be a false memory. But in doing so, she never stopped to truly question whether that was even possible or how it would affect her career.
Did you have a conversation with anybody in the commissioner's office at Boston Police Department.
Not about anything malicious.
I didn't use the word malicious. Why do you say malicious?
I had a conversation, but it was my department saying, regardless of what I need to say on the stand, they support me.
Regardless of what I have to say on the stand, they support her.
That had nothing to do with the damn question Jackson asked.
That's a good, huh? It's a little bit...
Nothing.
Why do you say malicious?
I had a conversation.
The original question was what?
The commissioner's office.
Fellow officers, one of them her former boss. Desperate for an escape, she clung to the timeline, convincing herself it had to be a false memory. But in doing so, she never stopped to truly question whether that was even possible or how it would affect her career.
Did you have a conversation with anybody in the commissioner's office at Boston Police Department?
Not about anything malicious.
I didn't use the word malicious. Why do you say
Yes or no?
malicious?
I had a conversation, but it was my department saying, regardless of what I need to say on the stand, they support me.
You were asked to go to the commissioner's office, correct?
Yes.
How long had you been on the Boston Police Department at the time that you were invited to go up to the Commissioner Michael Cox's office?
It had to have been before the first trial. So, and I know it was when the agency released information to outside people.
Boom! Get this, donkey.
Yeah.
Agency released information to outside people. Okay? The only thing that can be is the TUI. Nothing else. She can't come out and say it. But that was the TUI. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I know the TUI dump, but
that's what she's referring.
Mm.
We'll come back to that. Trust me, we'll circle back to that, but here we go.
And that's the thing too, like another thing to bring up too, when you find it strange, just like officers, police department, they have a rank structure.
Right.
You know, so you're going to have, your supervisor, which is going to be either your corporal or your sergeant, and then so on and so forth. So getting called to the commissioner's office, that's a pretty damn big deal. Just jumping all that rank, just to have a conversation.
Right.
Like that commissioner.
You're right. People may not realize the importance of her going to that person's office. That's a big jump in like if she was going to her boss's office, that's one thing, and you're in trouble. And then her boss's office, you're in deep shit. And that boss's office, something's bad. But no. We're going way up. We're going
and if it's just let's say that the commissioner said just wanted to really say that, hey, we understand what's going on. You got something coming up. We support you. Just make sure you do the right thing. Right. And that was it. A simple email, a simple phone call, or let's push it down the chain of command. Hey, tell the captain or the lieutenant or the sergeant to let her know this is directly from the commissioner. But no. See, that's what makes it so suspicious, because that is very, very rare. A court case,
Here's my problem, bud. Here's my problem. You ready?
No.
Just like the grand jury is a protected thing, so isn't that TUI. Somebody gave her access to the TUI and access to what she had reported to the FBI. That was included in the TUI. So
the TUI was given both to the defense and the prosecution, just
And right.
like Arca. Arca
And what it,
was
but
given to
what it
them, and
said though, what it said inside, it said that she saw Berkowitz and Higgins working on the rear end of Karen's
in
vehicle
the Sally port
in the Sally.
for around the SUV for a long period of time.
She's trying to get out of saying that.
Yeah.
So by
false
her,
memory.
not if she can find a way that it didn't happen on the screen, then she's got an out. Because it couldn't have happened. I don't have access to that screen. I didn't see it on the screen. That camera wasn't running on the screen. So
That was a bad move.
that's how she was trying. That's why she took so long to answer those questions about the stupid monitors. Because she's trying to get out of saying what she saw on the monitors.
Okay, here's another thing I just came up to. Where's that video?
Oh, we watched it. It's the black. It's all black with like maybe a silhouette for half a second.
Okay, but
that's
hold
the
on.
video.
Listen to this. If she's seen, this is what she's telling the FBI.
Yep.
If she's seen Higgins and the chief in there, so that means she had to see that face clearly. So that means there was a video out there.
Yes.
That's not all distorted.
No.
Because if we're watching the damn video that we can barely see anything, we're trying to make out things, then no, you can't see faces.
So here you go.
There's a video out there.
Here is how the operating system of that unit works. Are you ready?
But you get what I'm saying, right?
Oh yeah. So are you ready? Like what she's actually seeing on the screen,
it's clear as day,
is coming exactly from the unit that's recording. So the camera sees it, it goes to the unit pixelizes it, puts it in dots, and then the output is on the back, and it just ships it to the monitor. The monitor is a dumb thing. So what you're seeing on that monitor is only a replay of all the dots that are coming from the DVR. So by her saying she saw it, she's admitting that video was recorded and replayed on the screen in front of her.
So that's clear as day. So she's seen clear faces. She's seen the vehicle. It wasn't distorted. It wasn't nothing. Because if that video was messed up.
It's like I see you right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And there's no way you're going to tell me those cameras were acting up because those things would have been fixed a long time ago. They need to see what's going on in the Sally Port. A Sally Port is in between secured area when the doors are closed.
Yep.
If they got to do a search or whatever the case with the prisoner before they take them into a secure building.
Yep.
So don't bullshit me and tell me that it was all distorted. Then how the hell did you see Higgins and the chief?
That's where Fanning and Crawford came into play.
Yep.
They take the video and they destroy it and they make it unreadable, unplayable, and undiscernible of anything. That's their job, is to wash it out.
I really hope they dig into that. I really hope they do dig into that a lot more.
I'm just confused how they have a company doing work that they supposedly get paid for to do at the job.
Well, not anymore, right? Didn't that company shut down after John O'Keefe?
The day after John O'Keefe. Yeah, the day after. Kind of weird timing, huh?
Wasn't
they scrubbed
the day
everything
after John O'Keefe passed away?
Yep. They got rid of the company.
And then shortly after that, then the Fed stepped in. When did the Fed step in for Sandra?
See, this is where all the dates get mixed up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I remember they went in and they overturned the cause of death. Right?
Yeah.
I had Dr. Michael Baden, best guy in the country, world actually, to do this. He said, "Yep." But then they went and arrested Fowler like 3 months later.
Well, I know that from previous stories that they were already looking into corruption.
Yes, correct.
And
They,
then,
they tap the DA's phones. Do you know what it takes to tap the DA and an active district attorney's phone? What
yeah,
judge is going to sign that?
somebody singing. You need information, solid information, in order to get that warrant. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just to
Not
let you know, you
not word
need
of mouth either. Not he
nope.
said, she said. No.
You need solid information and solid evidence in order to get a warrant to tap somebody's phone.
Just like that. All right, let's go back to Miss Diva.
It had to have been before the first trial. So,
Never.
and I know it was when the agency released information to outside people.
That's not my question.
Miss Dever was invited up to the commissioner's office following the release of the FBI documents, which included transcripts of her interview. It feels likely that the Commonwealth, upon receiving those documents, realized they had a problem. It's clear someone from the Norfolk DA's office called Commissioner Cox and requested he intervene on the matter. We can surmise this because those documents were sealed and access was strictly limited to the attorneys.
Yep.
You would have no way of independently obtaining that information, which is likely why he's vigorously denying the meeting was even about the Karen Reed case.
I have no idea what they're talking about with Karen Reed. It had nothing to do with Karen Reed. No discussion about
Did you
Karen.
tell Officer Dever to do the right thing?
I didn't know she was even associated with that case.
Would you find
The white collar.
it unusual that a rookie police officer would be called up to the commissioner's office personally to discuss a matter?
It was a reflection of how good of a leader he is. It was not anything that I found unusual, given the fact he is someone who wanted to show support for his officer.
She believes she's helping the commissioner by speaking up. But like a boa constrictor with its prey, every move she makes only allows Alan Jackson to tighten his grip.
So I'm guessing all of your training class or all of your entry classes at Boston PD, they've all gone up to the commissioner's office as well?
I don't know anyone else who's been in this particular circumstance.
We have employees here that we have to develop and encourage and do things, and I do that for tons of our employees.
Do you feel that you were inappropriately drawn into this as some sort of boogeyman?
That case is over.
At some point, did the commissioner say to you that Boston Police Department, insofar as your connection to this case is concerned, Boston Police Department fully supports you?
Yes.
Did he also say, do the right thing?
Right.
Grace, I never have said those words together.
That's a direct quote, so I can't recollect if he said a direct quote 2 years ago.
A year ago, when you talked to
Look at her face.
us, the defense, did you tell the defense that when you were called up to the commissioner's office, he told you two things? Commissioner Cox told you, number one, the Boston Police Department supports you, and Officer Dever, do the right thing.
So he said my name correctly. He said Dever. And
that's my mistake. Let's see. You want me to repeat the question so I get
So,
right?
Mr. Jackson, let's go ahead and answer, please.
Yes, and he said nothing with the intent of guiding me one way or the
I asked you
other.
what his intent was, madam. I asked you what he said to you. What were his words to you?
How's that?
That he supports me.
And?
Just wanted me to tell the truth up here.
And his words were, do the right thing, correct?
I don't recall.
Officer Dever surely understands how damaging those 4 words, do the right thing, sound in this context. What's striking is that she herself told the defense that's exactly what he said during their phone call, a call in which she claims to remember plenty of other details.
They were essentially telling me what they were looking for me to say on the stand.
What were they looking for you to say?
They were looking for me to say that I saw Higgins and Berkowitz in the garage with the car.
It's important to note that when it comes to the most critical part of her testimony, she chooses to protect Commissioner Cox and uphold the thin blue line rather than simply tell the truth. In her defense, it's not clear she recognizes the mental gymnastics her mind performed to concoct this story and land her in this position. She may be completely unaware or willfully ignorant of it.
How many other times have you testified in a court of law during the course of your job?
2 dozen, 3 dozen. Actually testified probably ballpark a dozen times.
In any of those other cases, has Commissioner Michael Cox called you up to his office to discuss your testimony in any of those cases? Yes or no?
Instead of simply answering the questions, she's evasive, clearly weighing the consequences of her words and hesitating to respond. You can almost see her calculating what each answer might mean before deciding to hold back.
That's not a yes or a no answer.
Well, yes, it actually is, Ms. Dever.
So no comments, okay? Just.
You understand the question?
The question, yes. The implication.
She is literally actively trying not to implicate Commissioner Cox and unbelievably just admitted it.
The question is, in any of those, I'm asking you an open-ended question. In any of those cases, Officer Dever, not including this one, has Commissioner Michael Cox ordered you up to his office to discuss your testimony?
No.
Thank you.
Bam. Nice job.
I know, huh?
Officer Dever smirks as her eyes meet someone seated on the Commonwealth side, apparently finding all of this quite amusing. She's clearly underestimated the seriousness of what's just occurred. As she sits on a leave of absence from the Boston Police Department, her credibility shattered, her career hanging by a thread, and entangled in scandal with Commissioner Cox.
I was never on the scene. I never spoke to a witness. I never met a victim. I never spoke with a suspect. This was just a random shift for me 3.5 years ago at a desk.
Miss Dever seems unable to grasp the importance of her testimony and continues to attempt to distance herself from it.
Right?
I have nothing to do with Karen Reed. Matter of fact, I didn't even know this person was associated with the Karen Reed case.
Everyone, it seems, is trying to disassociate from Karen Reed's prosecution. He knows full well that the Karen Reed fiasco is a career killer. And while he, along with the governor, the attorney general, and nearly every other public official in the state, understands exactly what's really going on, they all keep their distance. That calculated silence is precisely what makes them complicit. In Commissioner Cox's case, he is almost certainly lying.
What you told those law enforcement agents on August 9th, 2023 was, quote, you recalled seeing Higgins at the station later that day on Saturday. Dever thought it was also weird that Higgins and Chief Kenny Berkowitz were by themselves in the Sallyport of the police department, by themselves while Karen Reed's car was parked inside. Higgins was a witness and present at the gathering where O'Keefe was found dead outside, and then he was in the presence of important evidence.
They were snooping around.
You were sitting at dispatch by yourself and saw on the camera outside of the Sallyport when they walked in.
Objection to the entire reading.
Dever's story grows in specificity, now including multiple camera angles. It's difficult to accept that she manufactured all of this based on non-existent media coverage.
Officer Dever, did you go on to say in that interview, quote, you never saw them leave, them being Brian Higgins and Chief Ken Berkowitz. You never saw them leave.
This may reveal when her shift really ended on that day. If she never saw Higgins and Berkowitz leave, it suggests she was still there after the SUV arrived, but left before they exited the Sallyport. That would place her departure closer to 5:30 p.m. and not the 3:45 p.m. time she originally claimed. And the 46 minutes missing from the Sallyport video would show Higgins and Berkowitz around the SUV for a wildly long time. Perhaps they edited Higgins out of the footage completely because they knew, just like Miss Dever, that as a witness he should not be anywhere near Karen's vehicle.
But you recalled thinking to yourself that they were in the Sallyport for a wildly long time together in there, end quote. Have you ever heard of something called the Blue Wall of Silence? No. Do you think it's important for police officers to protect one another in the field and out?
Objection.
Sustained.
Have you spoken with anyone? Not Mr. Brennan. He's covered that. Spoken with anyone from the district attorney's office about your involvement in this case? Ever?
No,
Never?
unless you're going to provide a person. I've never talked to any of these people.
Have you talked to anyone at the DA's office at all, in any regard?
Not to my recollection.
How about indirectly?
Not to my knowledge.
Are you friends with any people that you're aware of that are connected to this case? Are you personal friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, personal friends with anyone that's connected with this case?
Yes.
Other people who's been on the witness stand, one person, yes.
Who's that?
Sarah Levinson.
Oh.
How long have you known Sarah?
We became friends in middle school.
For Dever to admit she's close friends with Sarah Levinson is really just a step away from saying she's friends with Jen McCabe. Sarah, a longtime friend of the family, is a fully invested member of the McAlbert Circle, and since she has presumably lied alongside them on the stand, she'd face serious legal jeopardy if that story ever unraveled.
My entire job revolves around what I say on the stand right now. If I was to lie, I lose my job. I lose everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to tell the truth. I cannot lie while sitting on the stand.
It's her statements like this that leads me to believe she's willingly accepted her alibi as fact. Instead of trusting her memory, which, by the way, likely functions just fine, she chose to embrace an impossible story, convincing herself it must be true to maintain the status quo.
Because of the fact I was provided factual information that showed a statement of mine was a false memory, it was not a lie. Therefore, I made it in good faith.
She seems to truly believe it. The question there is this: is choosing to believe something convenient equivalent to lying? That is a question only you can answer.
Your entire job revolves around what you say on the witness stand. Is that what you just testified to?
Yes.
And if you agree that what you said to those two law enforcement agents on August 9th, 2023, you would be implicating not one, but two police officers, law enforcement officers, correct?
Mm.
If you agreed with what you said in August of 2023 on this witness stand, you would be implicating two officers, fellow officers, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm confused as to what you're asking.
You would be implicating, if you agreed with me, you have not agreed that that was the truth. You've now indicated that what you told to law enforcement agents in August of 2023 was a lie.
No.
If you agreed with that statement here on the witness stand, you would be implicating two officers as having been in the Sally Port, weirdly, for a wildly long time with the SUV, implicating not one, but two fellow officers, correct? That's what you would be doing.
It's not possible I
If
saw
you
that.
agreed with me, would you be implicating the reputations of two officers?
If I was to lie, then yes.
And your entire job revolves around what you say on that witness stand. That's what you said, correct? That's what you just said, Officer Dever, correct?
I still don't really understand the question.
You just said, all I'm asking you is what you just said. I wrote it down. You just said, my entire job revolves around what I say on the witness stand, correct?
Yes to that question.
Is that not witness intimidation?
Yeah. I mean, you can look at it any way you want to, you know, if, like you say, it was a very, very simple question.
Yep.
Implicate. If you would have said that false memory was true, then that means the chief and Higgins would have got in trouble or would have been questioned even more about what the hell they were doing in there. And bullshit, she called the FBI and say, hey, I got a false memory. Is it okay I, redact my statement?
Right. How do you even? Is there a form you fill out?
She called. She said,
Yes, that's what she said. But there's nothing in regards to that in paper or
no.
writing.
She said that in open court, and Jackson was like, "Oh, you did? You got any proof? Email or
No.
whatever?"
So here, let's finish this up.
This testimony was so damaging for Deva that she's now on a leave of absence from the Boston Police Department. While there's room to feel sympathy for a once promising career ending like this, it's crucial to remember that every witness must be accountable for their testimony. All of them face consequences and no one wants to be there. Others manage to tell the truth without scrambling for excuses to rewrite their stories. It's these decisions that determine who the heroes really are. Whether she consciously lied or simply convinced herself it was a false memory, she chose a different path. Karen Read was put in a far more dangerous position, and it was possible precisely because so many people chose that easier path instead of standing up for the truth.
Good job, Michael. Okay.
Amazing.
So,
amazing.
Dever made her statements, and it's still getting brought up to this day. Who was the officer from that testified about the taillight not being broken the way it was? I'm bad with names, so I apologize.
That was Officer Barrows.
Okay, Barrows.
He was called
All right.
when he got there.
Is Barrows getting brought up? Is he getting bothered?
Nope.
Everybody has a choice in life.
That's right.
Right?
True.
If people are forcing you to do something like that,
you
know,
nailed
like,
it. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
See, something like that, corruption works with not just giving you money, but having some kind of dirt on you where you have to testify or somebody's going to spill the beans.
Right.
You know? And all just protect Alberts, McCabe's, and Higgins, and the chief. Not worth it. You can say what you need to say, tell the truth. This is what I saw. And if you're not being liked, transfer out. Get the hell out of there. Because that's not for you. Serve and protect.
Yep.
Uphold the Constitution of the United States. It is that simple.
True. Absolutely true. All right, my friend. I have to go pick up my nephew. So it's been a great day, my friend.
Yes, it has. Thank you very much for the opportunity, and I'm honored to be on there to help out when your other ugly guy isn't around. So
yeah, he's on his paddleboard with the fishing pole in his hand, having the best time.
And you need a damn vacation.
I know. I'm working on it. I may be taking a week. I don't know yet.
No.
I'm still working
Let's
on
set
it.
it in stone. Let's get something in stone.
Thinking about this, I kind of deserve something. You know, I haven't been anywhere. I've been at this desk for the past 3 years. I haven't. I need to do something. So
Yeah.
I'll figure it
Get
out.
the hell out of here. Take a vacation. Put the damn phone down. And just take a damn break.
I agree with you. I just need to figure that out. I don't
You'll
want
get
to say
refreshed. You'll come back with some better ideas. You'll see things a little bit more clear. You just need a break. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with
I mean,
that.
even a dog gets a warm piece of the sidewalk from time to time, you know? Oh, forget about it.
I have another doctor's appointment at 8:30
Okay.
tomorrow, so I don't think we're gonna do a show unless it's later than that. But so we'll figure it out. Maybe do
You
one
let me
later
know.
this afternoon.
Thursday, I'm pretty much clear. I finally got a shop so I can work out of, which
Nice.
is totally awesome.
What do you
But
do?
I just working on my cars.
Oh,
I'm trying to finish up this Chevy Love truck is just giving me issues with the wiring and charging, but got to start cracking on that Camaro because my old man has cancer.
Oh,
And
what year
the
is it?
Camaro, 79.
Okay, yeah.
A T-top Z28. He had a 75. I can't find one, but this is the closest thing. Got to get it up and running. And I have a little one-car garage.
Okay.
But it's hard for me to transfer vehicles back and forth. When I'm paused on one, I got parts for another. So
Right. Yeah.
thank God.
Things around.
God put this one in my lap. So anyways, yeah. So Thursday night, Friday morning, Thursday night, I got a minion sleeping over. So Friday morning, I might be able to, but we'll play that one by ear.
Sweet.
So
All right, brother.
thank you very much for the opportunity, chat. Thank you very much.
Listen, be safe working on your cars. Make sure you get double jack on that thing.
Definitely. I am very safe on what I do, sir. But thank you very much.
I hit a jack slip once. It was a scary situation. Never again.
Yeah.
Just no.
Trust me, when I put it on there, I shake the hell out of that vehicle to make sure. So, but all right, Chad, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you for the opportunity. I do
We'll
appreciate
definitely be
it.
in touch very soon. And everyone that's here, please hit the like. Please hit the subscribe button. That way, when I go live, you'll know. It'll pop up.
Yeah,
So,
and let's keep Tommy's bucket of coffee full.
there we go. That works. All right, everybody.
All right.
Love you lots, guys. Got to run.
Peace.
Later, dude.
Cold mornings, cracked pavement, courthouse steps. He's there before sunrise while the world still rests. No cameras needed, no spotlight glare. Just a man with a purpose, always standing there. Facing the crowd, but the fight in his veins. Truth in his hands, pushing through the rain. Karen sees him, she knows what it means when you've got boots on the ground and you fight for your dreams. Boots on the ground, day after day, standing for truth in the hardest way. No fame, no glory, just a promise kept. Tom CPU, you never left. He don't ask for credit, don't ask for praise. Just fight in the good fight in 1,000 ways. When the cameras fade and the voices die, he's still right there, never asking why. He's got a handshake that you can trust, eyes that don't blink when it comes to us. Karen smiles because she knows it's true. She's got a soldier and his name's CPU. Boots on the ground, day after day, standing for truth in the hardest way. No fame, no hoarding, just a promise kept. Tom CPU, you never left. When the courthouse is empty and the crowd's gone home, Tom's still walking, he's never alone. 1,000 steps, 1,000,000 prayers, because justice don't sleep and neither does he care.